Detroit on the road at Kansas City. They are 2.5-point underdogs to the Chiefs. 52.5 to 53 is our total. I put my power ratings together each and every week. And Noops, the Detroit Lions are at the top of my power ratings, and I feel perfectly fine with it. They have the offensive metrics to back it up. They have the defensive metrics to back it up as well. Jared Goff playing at a high level, the two-headed monster at running back, the awesome Amon-Ra St. Brown do-it-all guy, the guy that takes it off the top in Jamison Williams, and oh, by the way, Laporta, a really good receiving tight end as well in this option. I mean, I love everything on the offensive side, and on the defensive side, Shepard has really, I mean, I know people were worried that you lose both coordinators and how's this going to function? I mean, I think Shepard steps right in and has this defense performing at a high level, despite the fact that they have a couple of injuries that they're dealing with as well. I played Detroit on the money line. I mean, you know, I know the points are there, and I would never tell people if you feel more comfortable taking the 2 or the 2.5, but that's fine. You know, by all means, the NFL's weird, but I think Detroit's just a better team, and I think they can go to Kansas City and prove it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Sunday night football. It should be an absolutely great game. Of course, make sure you check out our friends over at Bet365. They do the touchdown jackpot. If you get the guy who picks who gets the first touchdown, you get a split of a nice big chunk of money there. So make sure you get in there and look at that. And I agree. That's exactly what I had in my notes. I make Detroit the favorite in this game. Now, it's not an overwhelming favorite. We're talking about -1.5, -2. Kansas City, no matter how much I continue to be confused about the Chiefs and whether or not they're a good team, it's still a great home field advantage. It's still Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and a very, very solid defense that should be able to control this game. But outside of it being the second consecutive road game for Detroit, which, as I mentioned earlier, it's a really tough spot for teams. Having to travel back-to-back weeks is really tough. I don't care if you're flying in a private plane or not. It's rough. That's my only real hang-up here. I think this Lions team has been absolutely the most impressive team so far this season. I look at my power ratings, and again, I've got them pretty much right at the top. The only team that I have really close to them was, again, kind of the Indianapolis Colts have been really good, the Buffalo Bills, and kind of the Lions. Those three teams to me are really kind of close. I could absolutely make a case of the Lions being the best one. That offense has been incredible. Everything looks right for me here. It's a spot where, again, the Chiefs defense is great, but the Lions offense might be better. We've seen the Lions offense, they know how to problem solve. If they need to run the ball, we can run the ball. If we need to throw the ball, we need to throw the ball. If we need to get more creative and, do something goofy, pull out some, special trick plays here. Maybe we'll have David Montgomery throw for another touchdown this week. It's just, it seems like the Lions are built to answer any question people ask of them. I love Detroit. Give me the Lions +115. This is head and shoulders my favorite bet of the week.
Another thing, I'm glad you mentioned our friends over at Bet365. They actually run this other thing. It's like they got an early payout offer at Bet365 where if your team ever gets up by 17, you just win the bet, and even if they end up losing the game. So another fun little thing they do over at 365. So if you haven't got an account, definitely go and check them out. The Chiefs' run defense is actually pretty suspect. Like, they cover very well. But man, you can get at them on the ground, and that is why I'm so concerned with how they're going to be able to stop this Lions rush offense. It's just been an absolute truck so far. I feel like they have some really, really good success on the ground here, and almost, dare I say, bully that defense for the Chiefs a little bit with what they can do on the ground. And so I think that's a much more high probability way for them to win this game. And I think that's what they're probably going to do. If you look at this Chiefs team, I mean, they faced Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson. They got some Cooper Rush as well, in there, Trevor Lawrence. I'm not arguing with the advanced metrics of what they've been able to do so far, but are they really great at covering? I don't really know. I mean, it's Jalen Hurts, it's Russell Wilson, it's Trevor Lawrence, it's a little bit of Cooper Rush whenever Lamar got hurt and all of that. I don't know. I think this is where and they might can prove it to me on Sunday Night Football. And if they do, then I'll come in here and next week I'll say, okay, there it is, and they proved it to me. But I need to see it with my own eyes with an actual good quarterback and an offense that functions at a high level on a consistent basis, that this team is as good as the numbers say right now from a coverage standpoint.
You make a great point. This is far and away the best offense that the Kansas City Chiefs have faced. Again, the Chargers in game one, that Chargers offense, even when healthy, was very limited. The Eagles in week two, we don't really need to talk about that too much. There's plenty of people talking about how bad the Eagles offense has been. You can find it all over the internet. The New York Giants, still Russell Wilson, I believe, playing in that game. Yeah. Even if it was Jackson Dart, again, not a dynamic offense. The Ravens missing Lamar Jackson. And then you've got the Jaguars last week who, again, none of these teams are anywhere near as good as the Lions. And I like what you're saying about the run. Can I interest you, Matt, in a same game parlay here? We take the Lions money line, Jahmyr Gibbs to score a touchdown, and David Montgomery to score a touchdown. I'm looking at plus 450. I'm absolutely putting that in my account.
I think that is fantastic. I like to tell the story, and we tell the story in the same game parlays for something that we believe is a likely outcome, and I think that is a perfect look for sure. Guys, if you have not done so already, Noops puts up articles over on lineups.com. Go take in what he has to say this week, and this channel absolutely free. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments section what's your favorite bet of the week, what's your survivor play, how are you going to go about some of these games from a player prop standpoint. We'll take a look as always. For Noops, I am Matt. Good luck on all your week 6 bets.
Bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose, with Bet365 Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 21 plus only. T&Cs apply. In app only.